Tang Dynasty. At this time, honored trade route reached its apex in the Tang Dynasty can be ascribed to many reasons. First, this dynasty was the most powerful in history and helped the economy to flourish. Chang'an became an international metropolis at that time. Many foreign envoys, merchants, and missionaries lived in Chang'an. Second, the emperors paid special attention to the management of the vast western regions. All these factors led to trade prosperity along the Silk Road and to frequent cultural exchange between the West and the East. Byzantine Empire. A dizzying array of goods circulated in the Byzantine along trade networks at the juncture of several continents and bodies of water. Silk was particularly prized by Byzantine. Roman Empire. In the West, the Roman Empire was at the height of its power, surrounding the Mediterranean Sea and having complete control over the goods traded there. A question was raised up among the cultures that which culture developed the kimono and hanbok first. Hanbok was first developed by the ancestor of the Korean people and then spread to China. Kimono. It is basically just a robe with a sash, and as such it is perhaps one of the oldest forms of clothing found in humanity. Robe. A long loose outer garment reaching to the ankle. Sash. A long band or scarf worn over one shoulder or around the waist. The museum houses over 370,000 items such as murals, paintings, pottery, coins, bronze, gold, and silver objects. It was rebuilt between 1983 and 2001, and its appearance recalls the architectural style of the Tang Dynasty. Giant Wild Goose Pagoda or Big Wild Goose Pagoda is a Buddhist pagoda. It was built during 652 and rebuilt in 704. The Great Mosque of Xi'an. The Great Mosque of Xi'an is located near a place called the Drum Tower. The mosque covers 12,000 square meters. It was also one of the oldest mosques founded in 742. Hacking Pool. Hacking Pool or Hacking Hot Spring is located in an area characterized by mild weather and scenic views. It was built in 723 by Emperor Xuanzong of the Tang Dynasty. Things traded through Silk Road in Tang Dynasty: glass, gold, peach, silver, silk. In 330, Constantine moved the seat of the empire to Constantinople, which he founded as a second Rome on the site of the Byzantium, a city strategically located on the trade routes between Europe, Asia, and the Mediterranean.
Constantine became the first Christian emperor of the Roman Empire. Though the complete conversion of the Roman Empire to Christianity was not accomplished during his lifetime, there is no doubt that during the rule of Constantine, Christianity became the dominant religion of the empire. But it's very possible that Constantine's biggest regret was that he was never able to achieve a unified Christian church. The construction of the city of Constantinople, however, was one of his absolute triumphs. While other ancient Greek and Roman emperors built many fine cities during their reign, Constantinople exceeded them all in size and magnificence. It soon became the capital of the Byzantine Empire and thus marked the dawn of a new era.
Byzantium had an excellent harbour and many good fishing spots in its vicinity. It occupied a strategic position between the Black Sea and the Mediterranean Sea, and therefore soon became a leading port and trade center, linking the continents of Europe and Asia. Occupation, destruction, and regeneration became the rule for the city. In 590 BC, Byzantium was destroyed by the Persians. It was later rebuilt by the Spartans and then fought over by Athens and Sparta until 336 BC. From 336 to 323 BC, it was under the control of the famous Greek general Alexander the Great. After the death of Alexander, Byzantium finally regained its independence. In the following years, right before the city became the capital of one of the greatest empires ever, it was attacked by various invaders such as the Syrians, the Celts, and of course, the Romans.
Most historians today have trouble deciding exactly which event or date signifies the fall of the Roman Empire. One of the most common conclusions is that when the empire was split into two, it would never be able to reach its former glory again. There is even more debate on the religions of the age, which were probably the decisive factor separating the Byzantine Empire from the spirit of classical Rome. Theodosius I was the last emperor to rule over the Roman Empire. He was also the one who split it right down the middle, giving Rome west to his son Honorius and Constantinople east to his other son Arcadius. The more classical western part of the Roman Empire weakened significantly when the land was divided, while the Greek-influenced eastern half continued to develop the oriental aspects of its culture.
Most historians agree that after the accession to the Byzantine throne of Heraclius in 610 AD, the Byzantine Empire became essentially Greek in both culture and spirit. Heraclius made Greek the official language of the empire, and it had already become the most widely spoken language of the Byzantine population. The Byzantine Empire, having had its origins in the Eastern Roman Empire, now evolved into something new, something different from its predecessor. By 650 AD, only a very few lingering Roman elements remained alongside the pervasive Greek influence. According to various historical sources, a large majority of the Byzantine population from 650 AD onwards was a Greek cultural background. Additionally, the Byzantine army fought in a style which was much closer to that of the ancient Athenians and Spartans than one of the Roman legions. To learn about Byzantine cuisine properly, we need to go back to its roots. It involved a mix of Greek practices and Roman traditions. Byzantine culinary taste focused on the regions where Hellenism flourished. Cheese, figs, eggs, olive oil, walnuts, almonds, apples, and pears were all staples of the Byzantine diet, indigenous to the lands of the empire and appreciated by aristocracy and common people alike. The Byzantines also loved honey and often used it in cooking as a sweetener, since sugar was not available. Bread was an essential staple of the Byzantine table and a guarantee of stability for the government in Constantinople. And it was a massive enterprise, the bakeries of Constantinople regularly producing over 80,000 loaves per day. The Byzantines could count on a steady diet of bread, cheese, meat, and fish, much of it cured and preserved in salt and olive oil. But just like in modern Greece, the diet was supplemented with vegetables that were produced in small gardens. Despite the limited information we have today, a knowledge of Byzantine cuisine is like the restoration of a damaged mosaic. Even though a lot of pieces are still missing, the picture still has a beautiful quality to it. Today, the aromas and ingredients of Greek and the other Mediterranean food gives us a little taste of what Byzantine food must have been like. The Byzantine Empire was mainly comprised of an array of small towns and seaports connected by a developed infrastructure. Production was very high and there was a notable growth in the land ownership. The Byzantines followed a Christian lifestyle which revolved around the home, where women dedicated themselves to the upbringing of their child. There was also various public places where men sought relaxation in their leisure hours.
From AD 500 to AD 1200, Byzantium was the wealthiest nation in Europe and Western Asia. Its standard of living unrivaled by other nations in Europe, and it led much of the world in art, science, trade, and architecture. You could even say the Byzantine dream existed long before.
passed through the Caucasus, crossed the Caspian Sea and then went up to the Amur River. Of much greater significance was the route from the Mediterranean through Damascus and the desert city of Palmyra to Mesopotamia. From there, merchants